I put my trust in you, and I trust in our love. I put my trust in you, I put my trust in love. I put my trust in you, and I trust in our love. I put my trust in you, I put my trust in love.
Hello friends, my name is Dane Miller.
And I am now Spain. And what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What's going on?
We've become very popular. Overnight sensation, I think.
We've gotten about 5 messages yesterday.
Yep.
All from people who I very much assume aren't listeners. However, if you are one of those boys who has now become a listener, good. Thank you. And we hope you've stopped, because we've been getting some real strange messages, people.
Yep.
No porn, thankfully.
Thankfully.
But, like, I don't really believe that's going to hold out much longer. So we're going to do something to start us off. We're going to do a dramatic reading of maybe 1 or 2 of these. And you'll know what kind of shit we're dealing with.
Is there any female fuck buddies here? For free?
This is a page for a podcast, buddy. But don't fret. The episodes are free. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Link to our podcast. Good man.
No thanks. Can you point me in the direction of a female fuck buddy? Please.
Good try, but no. Still just a podcast. I will say, I do commend his,
Tenacity?
well,
Persistence?
his politeness.
Desperation?
His desperation is commendable, but the politeness, for sure. Let's go for another one. This time, I'll be your boy. Hi! And I'm assuming that's how it is, because it's a hi sticker above a jumping chick. And I mean, like, the yellow bird.
Hello.
Hi, I need a buddy to... Hi? I'm sorry, maybe booty, because it's buddy spelt wrong. I need a booty to... Hi?
Hey man, what's up? We're a sex and dating advice podcast. Got a question?
I want sex.
Listen to our podcast and you'll get there. And then a link to our podcast.
Seen at 3 a.m. and no reply, so I think that was a disappointment. I'm not even going to read our answer to this one, but...
Any fuck buddy for me?
We also informed him that we are a podcast. And then, our good bud a while ago who asked if we can hack into other people's messages, it took him, 7 months to reply? And he just sent us a thumbs up and said, "What's this Fuck Buddies podcast?" So, I don't know, maybe we're converting him.
Yeah, or we've just given him a link to... He's figured out how to hack messages.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
And now we're fucked.
Yeah, it took him 7 months of training.
But yeah, so apparently I don't know what happened. I don't know how these people are finding us. Also, did you get this thing? Says King Bounce sent us a sticker.
Sent us a sticker and it won't show up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm probably glad that...
So he probably deleted it.
Yeah, wow.
But
yeah, I don't know where it came from, but I also don't understand why people have such a hard time that, we are in fact a podcast.
Yeah, and we're getting a shit ton of likes from people all over the world. So I don't know how they're coming across. Are they literally just typing in "fuck buddies" into Facebook and being like, "This'll do"? So hold on, I know that was important, but I think the real important thing was, please tell me how much you enjoyed the Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh yeah, so it's been a long day, and I had the option of going home, at which point I think I would sit down and not be able to get back up. Or I come to Dane's, sit down in his closet, and sorry, bud, but I'm not going anywhere.
That's okay.
You might need to feed me.
That's fine.
But yeah, I went and I got some KFC, and you know what? One, that was a great call, because it tasted like, I think it was magical. The chicken seemed like it had both, 1, already been eaten, but 2, been left out to get stale and hard. It was a weird combination. You think if something had already been eaten, it'd be gooey or mushy. But no, it was rock hard. Nice combination of both. But while I'm in there, it's one of these secret, Taco Bell KFCs, right?
Ooh.
The thing is, I'm in the KFC side, right? And there's all these posters. And the posters are like, hey, it's finally fucking here. Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yes.
These are everywhere. They're on, the mats in front of the fucking cash register.
The employees have had to get them tattooed on their face.
Basically, they're one step away, and it's finally here, finally available in Canada. Oh my god, Mountain Dew Baja Blast, blah blah blah, only available at Taco Bell. And you know what? Your boy's sneaky, so despite, patronizing the KFC side, he still got himself some Baja Blast. And you know what? My taste buds are so keen that I think I can actually replicate Baja Blast at home. And I can tell our audience how to do it.
Please do.
Firstly, I'll describe it. It is a poisonous blue color. Like
antifreeze blue?
Oh yeah, 100%. Might actually just have been that, but okay. Get regular Mountain Dew because you don't want to step away from the original formula. It's such a classic hit. Yeah. You got to do that. So pour half out. All right, you have 50% left. Pour in to replace 40% of that. Just water, right? Water that down nice and good, and the remaining 10%, nothing but salt. And mix it all in. Make it just Danger Blue, and you got it. You got Baja Blast. It was awful. So bad. It literally tastes like salt water with like a hint of Mountain Dew. So salty. It was awful.
Damn it, I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was now.
Did you get Baja Blasted?
I think so. I'm fucked on cold medication right now, so.
Yeah, Dane has done so many things since I've gotten here 10 minutes ago that literally makes me worried about, like, you know, though you're not meant to operate heavy machinery, I don't trust him with this microphone.
I'm also pretty sure I'm not supposed to be drinking right now either.
Well, if he dies, it's going to be me.
To be fair, if I could survive Chicago where I had, like...
Yeah, that's fair.
An entire pack of cold medication and then...
A lot of whiskey.
Yeah, an entire city worth of booze.
But you also had the jazz and blues to buoy you through. We don't have any music.
I'm really upset. I feel like that joke.
We listened to Josh Eagle and the Harvest Cities. Maybe that'll.
Might do it.
Yeah, they have a song called "Paper Stars." It's real good.
It is.
I put my trust in him, and he puts his trust in our love.
Should we do the damn thing?
The Dan thing already? Yeah, I guess we should end this. All we've talked about is Mountain Dew and internet pervs.
Yep.
I'm going to start first.
Okay.
If that's cool?
Yep.
We had a user-submitted question that I forgot to read last week. So
that's true.
I got to do it before I forget again. So this is Agent Ocelot. How do you undate someone? So I'm going to start off with a user-submitted question because I forgot to do it last week. And if I don't do it first off, I'll forget again. So this is from Agent Freedom Eagle. Again, 90% sure. I don't know. I need to write these down, but I don't want to have like a list of people's secret questions.
Like
you know what I mean? What if somebody fucking
just like
hacks our messages?
Names? Yeah.
Like our boy. That's the thing. We're fucking...
Canadian FBI gets in on us?
Yeah. Or what's his name? Who's been training for 7 months in Siberia.
Oh, yeah. To fucking hack our messages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the missing piece. He's got our Stitcher profile. Anyway, so she asks, how do you undate someone?
Capoeira?
Yeah. You know what? That's what you should do, actually. Yeah, we don't even need to go further. Use our Capoeira time powers, go back and get out of the situation you got in. And the situation was, she's been seeing a guy pretty seriously for a while and non-exclusively. However, one day, they had gone out drinking, woke up still drunk the next day, and he kind of like pushed the "we're exclusive now" thing. It wasn't really so much a question as being told, and she, while a little tipsy, kind of just went along with it, and afterwards was like, I don't know if I want to be in this situation yet. Again, not like they want to break up or anything, which is unfortunately an easier situation.
Yeah.
But she wants to take it back to non-exclusivity, even though they're still really close, and she wants to continue.
Gotcha.
I think she felt a little trapped in the moment and also was tipsy and sleepy and just kind of went with it. And then afterwards, like, I probably shouldn't have, but it's too late.
Yeah. I think it's going to be that really shitty conversation of just being like, hey, we didn't really have this discussion properly. And like, I'm sorry, but like, I want to keep us where we are. And like, I want to keep being non-exclusive. And if that's an issue, maybe they have to part ways. Like, unfortunately, because you've taken that step, willingly or not, I don't know if it's going to be easy to take that step back and go back to what you had. Because the thing there's sort of that. It's never easy, regardless of like what preconceived sort of like structure relationships have. It's never easy to hear that like someone prefers the company of many as opposed to yours.
The thing is, company. I don't even think she's actually hooking up with anybody else. I think it's just like, and I think this is one, a reason why she wants to do it, and two, a good thing to say is just that like relationships are very important to her. Like that, you know, if she's going to be exclusive with somebody, it is serious. Like, it's really like, I'm pretty much the same way. It's like when I don't do it lightly. It's like if I'm going to like be exclusive and you be my like official girlfriend and whatever, like I mean it 100%. And I'm not going to do that if there's any doubt or whatever, if it's too soon or, like, because for me it is a big commitment. So I think that's a good thing to point out. Is like, it's not that you want to see other people. It's not that you don't like the person. It's just that you take relationships very seriously, and that as a result, like you just don't think that you're quite there yet. And like, I do think in a situation like this, you do need to be sure to stress, because feelings can get real hurt.
Yeah.
It might seem like you don't like him or you don't ever want to date him or whatever, because I feel like your mind's going to automatically jump there. And you got to reassure them, and then like be honest and let them know where you're coming from. And if you're not seeing other people, you may as well mention that too. Although you don't want to give the impression that you're also saying you won't see other people.
Yeah. Because
then when you're allowed to see other people, if you do, they're still going to take that as cheating.
Yeah, and even like also maybe take a second to do some self-reflection and think like, is there a reason you don't want to, like, it might not just be like, you're not quite ready yet, but it's like, if you have no real intention to or desire to really, like, get into an exclusive relationship with this guy, it might be worth not pussyfooting around and being like, maybe one, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of manipulative. Like, if you're literally just did it for the sex and waiting for something, quote unquote, better to come along, it might be worth just sort of, like, cutting ties for his sake.
Yeah, or if things are good and you don't want to see other people, what is still missing? You know what I mean? Like, is it just like,
if you don't want to see other people, but you don't want to date this guy exclusively, then that probably means you don't really want to be with him.
Or
it seems like he's just like a placeholder until you come across something like, say, quote unquote, better. Or
you're
like
scared.
Yeah.
Or like there's something you haven't really admitted to yourself. Like maybe you do want to, and there's just something holding you back. Or like you're saying, maybe you don't want to and you don't want to have nobody. You know what I mean? Like they're your for now. So I do think like reflection on why it is you're hesitant about taking that next step is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and whatever it is, like don't feel that obligation, which like I've talked about it before, where like my last relationship was like that, where I got into it because I felt obligated to
don't do that.
And it's like it sounds like it's shittier to sort of like call it quits now than it is to have a relationship you're not invested in drag on for a couple months, a couple years, or whatever, however long it is, just to be like, yeah.
Did you say it's shittier to do it now than to let it drag on? Because I'm pretty sure you meant the opposite.
Well, no. I mean, like, it's shittier to, like, have that conversation and being like, oh, I don't, like, maybe we don't belong together, to do it now than it is to do it, like, 2 years later.
It was better for you, because then you're doing 2 years.
No, I mean, like, it's... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. What I meant was, like, it's...
These cold meds are...
Yes. What I meant to say was it might be shitty to do it now, but it's worse. Yeah. It's worse to, like... wait and like
you're doing neither of you a service there,
because like you've literally just wasted both your times. Like if you're not invested in the relationship, you're not getting anything out of it, and you've just wasted this guy's time because you felt bad for him or like guilty for not dating him. And it's like, cool, well, like that could have been 2 years. He could have met someone who was actually invested in him and wanted to date him exclusively. And again, not to make you seem like a bad person or anything, but like it's something that everyone deals with.
Yeah, and again, that's not even necessarily the case. It's just a possible case.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So I would review it, how you feel about the whole situation, and sort of like try to determine why you don't want to date this guy exclusively.
And like you can also mention that like you were still drunk and sleepy and like. You know, you can be like, hey, I just want to, like, I know we talked about some pretty important stuff the other morning, but I want to kind of clarify them because I wasn't really,
or even
like,
just
sober and awake enough, really, to, you know.
Even just reopening, being like, hey, can we have that conversation again?
Yeah.
This time while I'm, like, conscious and sober?
Yeah, like, there's no harm in being like, I wasn't fully, like, you know.
We need to
in the
revisit that conversation. And I don't think that's an unfair thing to ask.
And you can, again, let them know it's important, right? Be like, the reason why I want to talk about it again and make sure we both know where we're standing is because this is important to me.
Yeah.
You know? Can I have some of those cold meds? It's just wrecked.
It's good. Tart. This comes from Reddit user.
Does it?
Hi Lou. Should I have asked for consent?
Yes. Next question.
See, that's what I thought too.
Oh, this is. You always trick me with these. You always give
Should
me those.
you ask for consent when you give a goodbye kiss on the cheek? This is 7 months into our relationship, and it's also important to mention this was the first time I did something like this. We were at a subway station in Brooklyn when she pushed me back and yelled at me after I leaned in to give her a kiss on the cheek. It turned into a scene and people were staring at me. I tried to explain to her it's a sign of affection and that my family does it all the time and it's a big part of my culture, without trying to argue with her. She didn't say anything, got into the train, and left.
For good, I hope? Why would she possibly be upset? You know what? I want more details.
I know. So I got a few more in the comment section. He said this wasn't their first kiss. It was literally just the first time he tried to give her a kiss goodbye in public.
Cheek. Yeah, so I'm assuming it was a PDA thing.
Yeah.
Like, that she thought he was being possessive or whatever. And, like, I'd also like to know who was around. Like, whether she thought he was trying to, like, mark his territory because Jeff, their friend, is waiting on the other platform. Or, you know, maybe she's fucking Jeff. She didn't want him to know.
I don't know. But I also feel like a kiss on the cheek is not
the
most aggressive way to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he was doing. Or maybe these are all just, like, the most lovely people, and that's as much as he goes.
I also don't know how old they are.
I'm going to assume they're 7.
If they're super, super young, I kind of get it.
No, a kiss on the cheek is not, like, 7 months.
That's the thing. That's the big factor is, like, you guys have been dating for 7 months, and you attempting to... Like, I don't ask Amanda for consent to kiss her anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Because...
And also, like...
it's not because I don't respect her personal space.
No, but she's a fully grown human. She can just avert her face or say no or anything. Like, you know.
Yeah. And, like, again, I don't want to sound like being in a relationship automatically means you don't ask for consent or don't need consent or consent doesn't matter.
I think we can let that go without saying.
Yeah, it's like...
But
it's
also, like, I could kiss, like, you on the cheek and that wouldn't be weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, people do it all the time.
I do like, again, coming back to some of our other questions previous weeks, like, I do appreciate this guy being like, yo, was I in the wrong here?
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Because he wasn't, at no point in time did he like, try to turn this on her.
Yeah.
It's not like, my girlfriend's crazy.
Sounds it, though.
He very much was just like, hey, man, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Which I think is a really good, healthy place for people who are kind of learning the ropes to...
I'm glad, like...
To approach from.
Yeah, and I think
he also said that, like, he wasn't trying to argue with her, too, because, like, again, if she felt that he crossed a line, she's welcome to be that way, and, like, he doesn't really have the authority to be like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Regardless of, like, how... Like, I think we've had this conversation before, regardless of how sort of, like, absurd these imagined boundaries are.
See, I feel like in a situation like this, there's probably context. And if she's so angry at him, it's probably because at some point she was like, hey, I'm really not comfortable with PDA, or like, I have this thing, and he probably thought that didn't count, but she probably didn't know what he was doing, and to her it was a perceived slight against what they'd already discussed.
Like an
to
infraction.
Him, yeah, and I get it. Like, if you were like, hey, like, I'm really not comfortable with PDA, and then somebody all of a sudden just, like, starts ignoring that is really... it's the, like, opposite to before, when we're saying, like, it's 7 months, they should be able to kiss. It's like, if you've known them for 7 months, and that's always kind of been the rule, then all of a sudden you breaking it makes it worse because you've been together 7 months, you know?
It could also be, like, a religious or cultural difference. Like, if this guy's Italian, or, you know what I mean? Like, that European culture where, like, everyone gets a kiss on the fucking cheek, and they're from a more reserved culture or religion, it might just be one of those things where, like, from her culture or religious standpoint, we're in public, now is not the time.
Or it could be a thing, like, especially if they're younger, like, maybe her parents don't know she's dating, maybe her parents don't want her dating, maybe they're very religious, or maybe they're very
she's worried someone might see,
exactly,
and it gets back to them. So there's, again, it's our fucking answer to everything.
Communication.
Yeah, you just gotta be like, hey, I'm really sorry if I crossed any boundaries. I did not mean to. Can we talk about it? Also, if you don't want me to do that, I won't do it again.
Yeah, at least now, like, it's one of those times where you can clarify and hopefully know for the future. But you do really need to, like, let them know where you're coming from and then listen to where they're coming from and meet in the middle and, you know, hash it out. Yeah. And, like, without further context. Both, really.
Are you getting a contact high off me right now?
I don't know. I think I am. What'd you put in my whiskey?
It's just Sudafed.
Yeah, boy.
I'm just cracking open.
I was wondering why the
gel caps. It took me fucking ages.
Yeah, that fucking
hundreds of dollars.
That ice cube is just dusty, like white square.
Yeah.
That's really
and the whiskey is
fizzing.
bright orange.
Yeah. Oh my god, is this Baja Blast?
It's my own personal Baja Blast. Where does
hear you?
I think it was you.
Oh, we're all hungry.
Yeah, it's the KFC coming back up.
Jesus.
You're about to Baja Blast my toilet after
Put
this.
the Baja Blast you.
All right, go.
Okay, this is from user Meredith45. My 25-year-old male girlfriend, 29, suggested having a female-male threesome. I was skeptical at first and politely turned it down, but gave in when she kept on talking about how awesome it would be. Now she's giving me a hard time because I accepted the idea and didn't deny strongly enough. Am I being manipulated? Hello all. A few days ago, my girlfriend suggested we should have a threesome with another girl. Knowing her, I disagreed at first. She kept on insisting, and I gave in to the idea. I cherished the idea, and we started talking about how we were going to get this done. A few hours later, she blocked me on messaging and was not responding to my calls. When I finally reached her, she was crying. She seemed broken. She told me that I didn't deny her strongly enough. She told me that if I had ever insisted on having a threesome with another guy, she would have denied it. She was mad, and we broke up because I didn't deny it strongly enough. Basically, I feel as if she set up a trap and is now giving me a hard time for it. I feel like I'm being manipulated. Dear Reddit, please help me out. Thanks.
You know what that was?
That was you running away from her as fast as a bullet?
That or that was this guy dodging that bullet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, unless, the only thing, because, okay, you go and I'll tell you my caveat.
Okay. It's one of those things where, like, if you have a responsibility to be honest and direct with your partner, and if you come up with an idea and you propose it simply to, like, gauge their reaction,
yeah,
that is manipulation. Like,
that's
gaslighting.
So
like,
so fucked
to a T. To the point where, like,
but it's even worse when you do it and they give you the expected response, and then you're like, not good enough. So you press them until they change their mind.
Yeah.
And then you're like, whoa. Yeah, you were meant to deny me. And you did, but not strong enough.
Yeah.
You know, I asked you 17 times. On the 17th, you gave in. That's only 16 out of 17. You fucking suck.
Yeah. Like,
anyone who does that, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Matrix, Neo, just go.
Yeah, just get out. Like, you've not lost anything here.
Oh no, you've gained a lot, including possibly your skin, because she was like 8 years away from just keeping it, just taking it. However,
okay,
one thing really bothers me. And it's his use of the word cherished. He says, I cherished the idea.
So you think it was like, no, babe, I couldn't. Oh, come on, maybe we should. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds like he was like, no. She's like, no, it could be cool. And he was like, and he just pulled out his folder of all the girls he had lined up for the last 8 years. Yeah.
He's like,
he unfolded.
Here's my threesome Bible.
Yeah, or he just like, because that's a really weird word. It's a weird word to use.
He also used, there was another word that was kind of strange.
And she seemed broken.
Yeah, I think it might be a vocabulary thing, maybe a second language.
Yeah, if that's one thing. If it's a second language, that's cool. Or she was literally broken because he cherished the idea so hard. That's the thing. Maybe he's being 100p honest. Like, he got way too into it and broke her.
But here's the thing. He also said that, like, they talked about how they would get it done. He didn't say, I unveiled my plan on how to get it in. So it sounded like there was still...
It's all about the subtext, right?
So it sounds like there was still sort of a mutual...
I'm just trying to find
here.
any way this isn't insane. And it is. Like, guys, don't do this. If you trust and love your partner, like, that's cool. Also, you run the risk in these situations of, like, them being like, oh no, I guess it's something they're really into. Maybe I'll make a concession and like help out. Because if somebody kept badgering me after I said no, I'd be like, this is a them thing.
Yeah.
And like, also, if it's nothing you're disgusted by, you'd probably be like, yeah, whatever, let's do it.
Yeah, and like I can't imagine too many guys would be like, oh, fine, I'll have sex with 2 women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
No!
The crazy thing is
I got it. That was beautiful.
Where it was like, you know what I mean? Fuck, what'd they say? I don't remember what I was saying.
This is going to be their shortest episode yet. Not because we're...
I keep having really good jokes that I just literally forget what the fuck I'm saying.
Do you?
Maybe. We'll never know. This comes from...
He's lying.
User.
Don't listen to a word he says.
Moochie-moo.
No, I don't trust you.
I'm ugly. He's attractive. Why does he like me? I'm so confused. I'm wondering if I'm being punked. Or is my body dysmorphia really this bad that I see myself so different? I'm so scared because I really like this guy, his personality, and his everything. But I feel way below his level. Like, way below. I know he can do better. And I'm afraid he's only fucking with me. Like, I'm gonna get pranked. We had our first date, and he was so nice. Kept calling me cute. Even called me beautiful. I'm just so confused because I feel ugly. And like, he can do better than me. But I don't know. Should I just let it happen and stop worrying about it?
Was this guy you're dating in the butterfly effect?
Ashton Kutcher?
Because if not, you're probably not getting punked. Is it 2000? Is it 2002?
That's what I was going to say.
Is it 2002?
What the hell's the name of that movie? Not She's All That.
What?
The movie where they do the bet
so
to see if they can make the nerd girl hot.
You're
Freddie Prinze Jr.'s in it, I think.
10 Things I Hate About You?
No, that was Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles.
Pretty Little Liars?
This one was Rachel
Riverdale.
Lee Cook, I believe.
Riverdale. But also, thanks for ruining my joke.
What was it?
We were talking about getting punked, and I was trying to say, you're not going to. And then you just were shit.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, you were being real shit.
I forgot he was in Punked.
Wow.
Or he did Punked.
Yeah, he's the punked boy. He was making a real funny punk joke, because is it 2002? Because Punked hasn't been around in forever. What fucking age is this person? Also, is he Ashton Kutcher? Because, fuck.
Well, I'm ready. It is She's All That.
You're not getting punked. Also, like, I don't know if people in real life are actually, like, so funny. This person was, like, honest or seemed honest and genuine, went on a date with you, and you believed him.
High school hotshot Zach Siller, Freddie Prinze Jr., is the envy of his peers.
I know the movie.
But his popularity declines sharply when his cheerleader girlfriend, Taylor, leaves him for a sleazy reality television star, Brock Hudson.
Wait, what year was this in?
This is...
Because this was a while ago, right?
1999.
What the fuck reality TV was around 1999?
Probably Survivor. And like...
He's from Survivor. I hope she's off dating a Survivor
what's that other
guy?
one? The MTV one.
Big
Real
Brother?
World?
Oh.
Or the one with the house?
Was that even around then?
Let's find out.
Okay, well, back to Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Mouthfeel-wise, salty. Salty and light. Not in a good way. Feels like you're drinking water and salt.
Holy shit. Guess when The Real World had their first episode?
2000.
No.
85.
Split the difference.
95.
Nope. 1992. So there you go. That's when, I don't know.
Again, that's where he's from. That's great. So back to my really funny punked joke.
Yep.
You're not. Also, in real life, I don't think anyone does that to anybody. And like,
unless you're in high school.
But even if you are, you gotta own up to it. You gotta fucking, like, the thing is, you gotta go as far as you can. Right? Kiss this boy, see that dick. You gotta do at least one of those two things, right? Because if afterwards they're like, hey, oh my god, it was all a joke, you just like, yeah, Karen, I've kissed him, of you. And maybe she has, but everyone else mocking you, like, yeah, I've kissed him. Have you not? Yeah. Oh, houseboy in the school, bop, bop, bop. And be like, I've seen that dick. And you've got leverage, because you can say whatever you want about it.
Yeah, unless he's got a secret camera in his room, a la American Pie, another hit 90s teen comedy.
Then you take him to jail.
Yeah, I guess you could do that, couldn't you?
Either way, you win, girl. See that dick.
I mean, knowing how the justice system works, nothing would probably happen to this guy. He would get a scholarship to Yale.
Yeah, no, that's fucked. Just kill him. So, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but one of Dane's neighbors is just blaring Thin Lizzy, which I personally appreciate, but if this sounds like there's somebody dragging balls across the mic, it's not actually balls.
I feel like we haven't addressed this fucking question at all, because I keep getting distracted by it.
But we've taught a lot of people about the real world and or Ashton Kutcher. Okay, so...
To answer this question, again, if it sounds like shit, I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do. We're in a goddamn closet.
Yeah, I will say this person definitely is being too hard on themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no world in which this being hard on yourself is actually helpful to your cause. So, regardless of whether or not it's true, which, like, fuck it. Like, it doesn't... If it is true, does it matter? Because this person clearly finds you attractive. If they are punking you or whatever... Like, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Like, they can be assholes all they want. You have two options. You go along with it or you don't. If you don't, it's fucked regardless. If you do and they turn out to be assholes, then one, you know. And yeah, it's probably going to suck. But, like, fuck it. Like, if someone wants to really be that shit, just let them. You know.
Also, like finding people attractiveness is subjective. So, like, yeah, you probably have a shit ton of body dysmorphia issues. And you probably have a bunch of self-confidence issues.
Is there age listed?
There isn't, no.
Okay. Because if you're in high school, we all thought we were fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and like, I mean, even if you have high confidence, there are still days where you can look in the mirror and be like, ugh, or like sit a certain way and be like, oh, what's that doing there?
Or even like people like you're next to, you're like, shit, like maybe someone's interested and you're like, God, they're so confident, they're so nice. I'm neither of those things. Like,
I mean, there are still times when I'm at shows with Amanda and like, she's surrounded by all these very attractive burlesque dudes. And I'm just like, what am I doing here?
I'm really sad because you were about to say burlesque boys, and then you said dudes.
But it's, I was going to say boys, but it's, I should have said boylesque, because that's like the official name for them.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Why?
Because it's boys doing burlesque.
Okay.
Boylesque. I don't know. Or maybe that's just the name of the Toronto company.
Or have you been hanging out with people from, like, Boston? Yo, you do boylesque? You're a boylesque dancer? Wait, John?
That's the best Boston accent I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, everybody has this feeling all the time, and, like, I think it sometimes gets exacerbated when you meet someone who's great, because then you feel like you don't compare. But the thing is, like, being self-conscious and being all up in your head about it and, like, overthinking it, and these are all gonna fuck you more than whatever you look like.
Yeah.
Because clearly they're all right with that. So the only thing you gotta do is just fucking, like, take it as a pat in the back. Take it as, like, a affirmation that you probably don't have to be worried about that, and enjoy the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there have been so many times where, like, as every guy, like, you worry about, like, size and whatever, you know what I mean? Where, like, and then
and
girls have,
and,
there have been multiple times women have described my penis as perfect. And, like,
it's the best.
And, like, I know there are people who are bigger than me, but it doesn't matter. I've slept with several people who've called my dick perfect. So, like, that's good. Like, I don't automatically turn that into a negative, because that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, to get a compliment on something that, like, 9 times out of 10, you're always going to be self-conscious about.
Like, Dan wasn't going, wait, am I on Ashton Kutcher's new show, Penis Pranking?
Yeah, sex pranked?
Yeah. Yo, you just got peened! PEEN apostrophe D. Yeah. We should start that. Oh my god. You go home with someone and you start complimenting their penis, and then Ashton Kutcher jumps out just they seem really confident and happy.
He wouldn't do that.
And he just starts mocking their dick.
He would never do that.
He would.
Ashton Kutcher's like a good boy now.
Do you want to see what happened while I just fucking looked him up?
He's like stopping.
Oh wait, he testified for it? Never mind.
Yeah, he's literally like attacking.
Yeah, but the thing is,
pedophiles and shit now.
How do you think he found out about all this? The hidden camera, peening them. That's the thing. It started off as
so
peened.
Punked is now
Peened.
like a social justice thing where he's literally punking pedophiles.
Pedophiles. Because you're predators and pedophiles.
Not wrong,
I like it. No, just like be confident. I know it's hard. And just like allow what other people see and think of you to exist, because it doesn't really matter what you fucking think about you.
This guy is a fucking escalator of self-confidence. So just get on. Just get on there.
Yeah, ride him.
You literally don't have to do any work. Literally just stand on that escalator, and it's going to keep going up.
Right to level 2. You're never going to help your situation by being super self-conscious about it, so...
And you're going to scare off every good person if every time someone's, like, is into you and you try to convince them that they're not.
Yeah, and then, like, what's left? People who aren't nice to you, and you're like, yeah, that's all I deserve. No.
Yeah. Nah, he's a good boy.
And the thing is,
Enjoy him.
You don't really know what you look like either, because you look in the mirror, and also, you're sick of your face. You've seen it every goddamn day. It's not special to you.
And again... It's subjective.
Yeah.
Like, everybody doesn't find everybody attractive. There are people that some people don't find attractive. There's some people, like, even just on nights out with you and me.
Oh, yeah.
There have been times where you've been, like, into a girl, and I've been like, really? And then, like, vice versa. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, whatever.
And
like,
our tastes are very different.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine. That's awesome. That's why it's not just like everyone likes one person in the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like there's just, that's Hot Dave. He's the only attractive dude.
Yeah, I mean, we can all agree that there are universal attractive qualities, and most people could probably agree that, like, certain people are attractive. But again,
even there are some people I can recognize. I'm like, yes, they are attractive, but I'm not necessarily attracted to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's people like Megan Fox. Like,
exactly, right?
I can 100% say that she is very, very attractive, but I'm not attracted to her.
No.
She's very boring in terms of, like, physical attractiveness to me. It's just not what I am attracted to.
Well, yeah, she's not spooky, but, you know.
Oh man, if she was spookier.
Yeah. But just like, you got this, girl.
Yeah, you got it under control.
Yeah. Give yourself a hug. Where do attractive women hang out? By user deleted, with details also deleted.
This is a good question. If you go around, like, small bodies of water around, like, the early morning, sort of like 4 to 6, you can find them grazing, drinking. Yeah. That's a really good place to see them, sort of like in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
You got to approach real slow. Oh, because they're easy to spook.
And yeah, especially at 4 a.m. Definitely approach them slowly.
Yeah. You got to like hunker down in the grass. I would say probably like don't get too close. They're not going to let you touch them or
until if they start to wade in the water. And we all know what that is, right? What is it?
It's an old slave hymn.
What?
Wade in the water.
No.
Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water.
Women are
going to trouble.
Women are too heavy to support their own bodies, so they get in the water.
For sex lakes, yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes. That's why they hang out. They hang out next to sex lakes. So, just go down. The thing is, you got your mating dance down, I assume. If not, we covered this in a previous episode. Yeah. Ground, wiggle towards them using just the gyrations of your body, like a snake. Women don't like men to have arms or legs, really.
Yeah.
It is a pity we do have them mostly, but you can simulate not having them, but still
just tuck your hands into your sleeves.
Yeah,
into your shirts.
So yeah, and the thing is, you don't want your partner to think you're lazy, so you got to do at least 50 meters. Wriggle.
Yeah. I mean, we covered this all in episode 17.
Yeah. Honestly, the wriggle. I think we only did the one question, really even.
Yeah.
It took
otherwise you could probably find them in like the waking hours.
Well, the thing is, you got to go into your kitchen and count from the wall, third cabinet. You got to open it real quick though.
Yeah.
Like real quick.
Yeah, they also, if you've ever seen Indian in the Cupboard, or read Indian in the Cupboard, it's sort of that situation. They all kind of like hang out. Mm-hmm. Again, it's all about trust with attractive women. It takes a while. It's kind of like breaking a horse. You really got to sort of like
throw hammers at its spine.
Not destroying a horse.
No, that's you said breaking one. Yeah, it's not going to work after that.
That's not what breaking a horse means. Wade in the water, children. Wade.
I don't think we should ever have been given a microphone. No, this is a stupid question. Attractive women hang out. Firstly, it depends what you're into. Secondly, anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the city also. Some cities are just ugly.
No, but come to Toronto. There are attractive women everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, I think what this person really wants to know is how do they meet attractive women. Oh my god. Is it one of our messengers?
Maybe.
It's actually more eloquent than that. Yeah, like, I feel like you gotta, like, join a club or, like, fucking go to the bar. We've done this one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You got this.
It's also just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know what you find attractive.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Do you like spooky people? Maybe you gotta fucking go to, like, the nearest goth library and just, like, be like Dane and just...
Go to the Wiccan, like, potion seminar and shit.
Exactly, right? Or do you like fucking bodybuilders? Because guess what? They're probably building that body.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
I don't fucking
like,
know.
Curling truck somewhere.
What are you into? Reverse question. How about that? Podcast asking you some shit, motherfucker. Deleted motherfucking shit bag. God. Where are you? Where's that answer? I'm waiting.
This comes from
Hit me up. Hit me up, bro. Hey, HMU. HMU. Where you at? I don't hear nothing. All I hear is Thin Lizzy from the next house.
This comes from user Big Girl 09. Girlfriend with a crazy high sex drive. I'm 28. My new girl is 38. We have crazy good sex. I've never been with a woman who wanted to fuck as much as she does. I'm literally in guy heaven right now, but at times it seems like I don't please her enough. A few times we have some knockdown, drag-out sex, and I will come, and after a few minutes she will start playing with her vibrator. I normally will get back hard and just start fucking. But sometimes I wonder if I'm pleasing her. She says that I do, and that she just wants to come a few more times after I nut. It's not every time that she or that we have sex, but it has happened twice. She also watches a lot of porn. Maybe I should learn how to adapt to a woman with an extreme sex drive, which I've done. It was actually my idea to buy a toy. Is this a concern that I'm not pleasing her? Here's the thing. I took this because of the question that we got into it over with the woman who just like blasted out her clit with the
vibrator.
But this is like, it seems like they've already covered their bases. He's like, hey, you good? And she's like, yeah, no, I'm literally just fucking rubbing one out real quick.
Like, let's be fair.
Because
if I could get a few more in there,
yeah, man.
I would too, man.
If after I came, I could just be like, give me 2 minutes and just like come a couple more times, why the fuck wouldn't you? I even read further down in the comments and he was like, sometimes I help her out, and he bought the toy for it. It's like, you're good. Also, if she's like, no, I'm good. Like, you've done your job. Well done. Take a rest. But all I have to do is hold this in a very specific place, and I'm going to come a couple more times?
Yeah.
Like, good for her.
And that's the thing. Like, if you want to be involved in that next step, hell yeah, get involved. If you are tired, or
ask her what
it doesn't
wants.
seem like she cares, like, get them orgasms into you, as many as you can. Like, that's the best.
Yeah.
But it does seem like a positive thing. It's cool that he's down with that. This is good. Although, would you describe her as having a really high sex drive? Because for me, that is like want to fuck all the time, right? Not like just wants to like continue after you've fucked.
I think it's more that I think she probably does. I think they probably do have a lot of sex, and his concern is that like, despite the fact that they're having a shit ton of sex, even after it's done, she still wants more.
Yeah,
I think that's his concern. But it's like,
but hey, like.
If
power to her,
if you're sexually satisfying her and she's told you this and she's like, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And she's literally just doing it because she can. Like, again, you're telling me if you couldn't.
Oh, man.
And also, like, he literally says, I just get hard again and keep fucking. It's like, you're doing the same thing. That is the same damn thing.
Exactly.
It's like she's doing it by herself.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the fact that your partner is having loads of orgasms. Enjoy everything. This is great.
While she's doing it, go get her a glass of water.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get her a nice cold, like, can of Coke or a beer or a wine.
Yeah, like whatever. Get a snack. Get her, like...
nice ham grilled cheese and a fucking can of Coke. Ugh.
Like, imagine, like, you're just like, okay, you do your thing. Come out and see me when you're done.
Yeah.
And you've got
pancetta,
fucking...
grilled cheese, arugula.
Yeah, and you've got, like, a little snack for her?
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you right now, even if you didn't sexually satisfy her, she's
going to come again.
Because literally, if it was just one of those things where it's like, I know I'm going to get off X amount of times, and then someone's going to make me a damn sandwich?
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Get her whatever the hell you're
making.
Make
her a cup of tea, get her a can of Coke, or just, like, get involved if you want to, or if not, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah. I think you're good, and it's good that you've talked about it.
Yeah, it's funny how many people don't trust their partner. Like, it's so fucked how, like, self-conscious we are about sex and sexual experiences.
To the point where someone will literally tell you, and you're like,
no, we're good.
Though.
And you're just like, oh, but maybe they're not. And it's like, no, like, let's all just get on the level play field of being like, I understand that the male egos are very fragile when it comes to sex, but like,
to be fair, everybody's fucking ego.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just,
and also,
just
I
fucking
think,
be honest with your partners. If you need, like, if they didn't get you off during sex, be like, can you finger me?
Yeah.
Can you go down on me? Can you do whatever I need? Or like, can you get my toy and like use it on me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that might like sting the ego a little bit.
That's the thing. I feel like sometimes if you don't make them come during sex and you do, like, you finish with your finger or your mouth or whatever, you still feel like you haven't really made, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't, like, they didn't come during sex. They just came during other stuff. It doesn't fucking matter.
Here's the thing. Flip that around in your own mind. If you fucked and you were having a hard time and she's like, I'm going to use my mouth, and she finished you off with her mouth,
you're not going to be like, doesn't count.
You wouldn't be like,
You'd
that
be
was
like,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, no one, if you,
the thing is,
if
like,
you successfully,
you finish, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Honestly, and sometimes, like, that sort of, like, alternate finish is kind of hot, too.
Yeah,
Switches
sometimes
things
it's
up.
nice to, change it up, right?
Yeah.
No, like, people... And I think a lot of this does stem from people don't talk about sex very much. So when they do, they don't necessarily trust what people are saying because they feel like it's almost like a rote response. Like, this is what they should say.
And
or
everything
this
is sort of, like, always been around the bush. No one's ever
just
been like, you didn't get me off, but here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, like, no one's... It's rare that I think, like, people are willing to be like, oh, can you finger me now?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, he's done.
Yeah, but sadly, there's a lot of people who, when they're done, they're done. So even if you ask, and that's the thing, she might be used to her exes who are like, don't give a fuck. They pump away, they're done.
Lovers,
they roll over, and like, it's up to her to get herself off. So like, if you have the energy and the desire to get involved, get the fuck involved. I'm sure,
Hell yeah.
and even ask her. Maybe she just knows exactly what she wants, which is okay. Like, maybe she can get those extra orgasms in, but she needs to be very particular.
Oh, for sure.
And maybe you're not in her fucking brain, so whatever. If that's what she needs, also cool. Again, would you not want those extra orgasms?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if I could be like, Amanda, give me like 30 seconds, I'm just going to rub another quick one out right here. I highly doubt she'd be like, rude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Because we, unfortunately, are not multi-orgasmic creatures. I mean, I'm sure there are some guys out there
there
who
are
can
ways,
fucking,
apparently, and some people and all this shit, but like, in general, nah. It's like a one and sleepy times for that meat stick. Yeah, so, I don't know. It is, again, seems good, but, no harm.
No, you guys are following the right steps. You're talking about it. I would
Just trust your partner.
This seems to be the theme of the episode: is talk to your partner and trust them. Like, listen to the people that are involved in this and just trust them.
Yeah.
And if you feel like they're being kind to you, or you know what I mean, like if you think that they are looking after you emotionally or whatever, there's no harm in being like, look, I'm actually asking, give me the, I want to make sure you are satisfied. So if there's something that I can do, please tell me. And if they're like, no, you've done your job.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, cool. Like, because there's nothing, even if they're lying to you for whatever reason at that point, you've done your due diligence to make sure that there's nothing else you can do.
And I think another point of this fucking episode is, like, if you're saying something, be straightforward and honest, because you then cannot be upset if your partner goes based on what you said. Like, there's they should have known. It's, if I say, no, I'm good, do not continue to do X, Y, or Z to me, and then I'm bitching to my friends that they're not doing X, Y, or Z, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell someone one thing and expect another thing.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like if your partner doesn't get you off in bed, and then they've offered to do something to get you off, and you've been like, no, I'm good.
You then can't complain about it.
That's your fucking fault. You've put that nail in that coffin.
Yeah. But like, if you're not sure whether your partner is, on the up and up, like with regards to what they're saying, like you ask them once, you get the response, and then you lock them out of the eyes. Just look right into their glassy orbs. You say, for realsies?
For realsies?
For realsies? And then, judging on their response, if you really aren't sure, you just go, Hundo P?
I think
the only
response here, we're going to roleplay. You ask me for realsies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to say, like, hey, so, look, I noticed that you just fucking, like, you Baja Blast the shit out of your clit with that hammer the second we're done. I just want to make sure, like, am most satisfying you in this here 4-poster bed with nice artisanal glow-in-the-dark stars floating on the ceiling just above it, replicating the universe that we kiss under every night, and that we live our lives under, these watchful constellations, these glowing giants in the sky that they shine down our every move. And I just want to know, like, the truth between me and between them. Am I doing it for that clit?
Hell yeah.
For realsies?
For realsies.
Hundo P?
1 hundo P.
Come here to me.
Oh, you broke my headphones. Yeah, I think that if he doesn't play it exactly like that, they're lying to you.
Yeah, no. And then if they do lie, to take back that smooch. You can keep it. You can keep it.
No, thanks.
Sorry, we're working your headphones.
Okay, this comes from Yo Daddy Lulu. Failed miserably when I tried to penetrate my girlfriend. Both me and my girlfriend are virgins, both 18, and we're after about a month of just groping and fingering, we tried to go a bit further, but even though she was wet and I was ready, no matter how hard I tried, it just wouldn't go in. We laughed it off, went to sleep, without any issue. But I'm worried about it. What should I do? Is it normal? Please help.
Yeah, 100%. First time I tried to fuck, it just would not. Just would not go in at all, no matter what we did, no matter what we tried, despite, like, just so much wetness. I was like, it's never going to fit.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I had sex, my girlfriend at the time was not a virgin, but I was, and, like, still just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah.
And I think it's a combination of, like, not really knowing
No.
how it goes in. Like,
and also just nerves.
Yeah.
Like, especially on her side of things. Like, she probably clenched all up.
That's the thing. It's like, just because she's lubricated doesn't mean she's relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's the same thing. It's like, think of it this way. Just because you're hard doesn't mean you're not nervous.
yeah, exactly, right? You can be hard as a fucking rock and be just, like, either about to blow over nothing because you're so up in your own head, or never gonna come because you're so up in your own head.
Yeah. What are some tips? I've got a few.
You gotta ease in. So foreplay is your friend.
Yeah.
Like, don't just be like, well, it's sex, and just try to squeeze it in there. You gotta, like, literally, like, make out, undress, like, touch each other. Don't be afraid to make each other come, because you're young. Your refractory period is not going to be very long, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And on top of that, hers is generally non-existent. So, that's a real good way to open and ease somebody up, by just fucking making them have multiple orgasms. And even just, like, the act, like, you're already doing sexual things, so, like, it becomes less about you sitting there thinking, like, oh my god, we're about to fuck, and more about, like, oh, it'll be cool. Also, I assume condom. I don't know, maybe not, but, like, you can always get lube. You can always wear a condom that has lube on it.
Yeah, my big thing was just, like,
saliva.
Just cover everything in lube.
Everything.
First time, just use a whole goddamn bottle of lube, and, like, so my suggestion's a little more like, not theoretical.
Shade.
A little more like
Also, like, positions, right?
That's the thing. It's like, a good thing to do is put a pillow underneath her, so sort of, like, rotate the hips a little more direct, because like, you're a virgin, and I think you need to hear this. It's lower than you think. So having hips sort of, like, elevated and twisted up makes it a little easier for insertion. And it's also going to be a little less strain and pull, sort of, like, on the upper sort of walls of everything, because you're probably not going to have positioning the best. If you can, this is done through research. Again, I've never had sex with a virgin, so I don't know. But if you have a high enough surface, if you can stand and sort of, like, keep your hips parallel with theirs, and keep it sort of like
The old elusive fuck desk.
Yeah, or if you're lucky enough to have...
I swear to God, they make desks that are either just too high or just too low.
My old bed was the perfect height for me to, like...
How high was your fucking bed?
It was pretty high.
Jesus.
I had like an elevated bed plus a box spring plus a big mattress. It was perfect.
I legitimately think I grew just to be able to fuck on my desk. I swear to God. I remember, like, trying it, like, ages ago, and it was just not... Like, it was just about there. I had to go on my tippy toes. It was terrible. But now it's fine.
Weird.
Did I grow?
Maybe the floor sinking.
when
Yep.
it's slowly going through the floors
Yeah.
and just crush my neighbors one day.
Yep.
Yeah, also just like, she has had sex, right?
No, they're both virgins.
Oh, did he not say I'm a
Nope.
virgin, she's not?
Both virgins.
Okay. Yeah, you could also just like, I think it's more so going to be in her court in a lot of ways. Like, if you know, like maybe she could get on top and you could be like, look, you
That's another
you
thing.
put it in, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to you,
Guide it in.
like, because she knows how things are going down there a little bit better than you do,
Yeah.
especially at this juncture. So like, or even like doggy, like that opens things up a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But again, for your first time, for if it's both of you, I
seems
would
a
not,
bit
I would
impersonal.
not do doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to be self-conscious bearing yourself in that sense.
Yeah.
If you're a girl, I would imagine.
And I imagine there's probably some like desire to be intimate.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
I thought
difficult to...
I thought you had said that she wasn't, which
Yeah,
is
no.
why I was going to say that. But like, yeah, and like, don't be afraid to like work with different angles and just like get her feedback, because it is her vagina you're not getting into. So
Yeah.
either she's tensed up and nervous, or you're just like going about the wrong way. And either way, you need her input.
And there's no problem with like also.
And, like-
It seems you guys have a decent enough relationship where you can just sort of laugh. And
That's
be like,
what I was about to say.
we
Laugh
fucked
about
up.
it. Like,
And that's the
just
thing. It's like just keep trying until you get it.
Yeah.
It'll happen eventually. And the
don't
less
stop
pressure.
till you get it in.
Yeah. Like,
Once
once it becomes like a game of being like, we're gonna try today. Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah, like you also, yeah, you're 100% right. The laughter is key. If you're trying to get it in and it's not going in, and you're both stoically stone faced, and like it just kind of like eventually you're like, okay, we should, you know, go and do this, or like you just like, I gotta go home, or something. Fuck that. If you're like, nope, it's not working.
Yeah,
like,
there's
you need to lighten up, because that's gonna also like help everyone relax.
there's like this preconceived notion that sex requires you to be sexy. And
There's nothing sexier than being confident enough to
the
laugh
best sex,
when you
the
knew.
best sex is the one that you fucking laugh during.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't. You don't have to be fucking telling jokes or shit. You're not
Oh, please,
Jerry Seinfeld.
Please, oh my
What's
god,
the deal with vaginas?
oh my god, please write. This is how you do it. So, you need to work on your routine, because that's the thing. You didn't mention at all which jokes you brought to the table in this scenario.
That's true.
So either they're not good jokes, or no, there's no way you didn't bring any.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? Thank you very much. Let's hear it for Stan McGreary, who opened up this set for me.
Let's hear it for opening act, My Fingers. So my mouth didn't show up today. I don't know what's up with that, but don't worry, you got me here. It's your boy Davey. I brought my penis along, and we're gonna open it up with a few quick ones. So
Can I get a round of applause for people that have fucked before? Okay, so a few of you. Okay, cool. Sir, have you fucked before?
who's watching?
Oh, he's a very like audience participation based comic.
But
It's
there's-
not gonna work.
It's only him and her.
He's got like cardboard cutouts of people.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he's like,
they've all got like.
hey, so you fucked before? Cool. Tips, please, please tips.
Oh God, please help
Please,
me.
somebody.
Please help
my
me.
God.
Oh God.
And she's just like,
This is just like my first night of yuck yucks.
give me your best joke right now. Best sex joke. Go. Not a joke about sex, but a joke for your sex.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh, he's come. Oh God.
Yep.
Nailed it.
There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
I
I just rap all of Lose Yourself.
So what was the first job? Where was the first job that Gollum got after he graduated from clown college?
Gollum?
Mhm.
Like the one from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where's his first job when he graduated clown college?
Precious Things?
Andy Serkis.
And that's how you shrivel a vagina up so hard that it just
It's the best joke
becomes
ever.
nothing. It just becomes a Barbie doll.
Because Andy Serkis is the guy who played him.
Yes.
And his name sounds like a circus. And clowns are in circuses. You get it, Dave?
Thanks so much for listening, guys. This has been episode 35.
Yeah, I realized when we were looking at our messages earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, it's been 7 months since that guy messaged us.
Yeah.
We're almost on a year.
We're coming up very quick to a year, yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's crazy.
We should probably do something with this. Somebody give us money or something.
Yeah,
like,
someone pay us.
like we've been doing this for a while, and like, fuck, we're poor.
I just spent all my money on cold medication.
I just bought beers I shouldn't have bought because they're all like $15 a pop.
Nice.
Meh.
Do you have some sex writing and or sex science?
Nah, I just thought I'd like, I don't know, lick the mic. Yeah, let's sex writing up. I don't think of any sex science, but let's look it up.
I
right
tried to find
now.
some sex science and couldn't really find anything. I didn't want to bring like mediocre sex science, so I'm gonna wait until I find a good one.
Okay, well, here you go. Formicophilia is the sexual interest of small insects or worms crawling over one's body.
Oh shit, I didn't know that had a name.
Yep.
Shit, the average man has 11 erections per day and 9 erections at night.
I don't believe that. Or unless I'm not average. I'm below average for once in my life.
I mean, mine never goes away.
Yeah. Dane just has one. Ever.
Yeah.
That's weird. Ready?
Yep.
Are you comfortable?
Oh, yeah.
This is House of Earth by Woody Guthrie.
Hell yeah.
Back and forth, side to side. They moved on their bed in the hay. Back and forth, side to side. They moved their hips, their feet, their legs, their whole bodies. Their arms tied into knots, like vines climbing trees, and the trees moved and swayed, and there was a time and a rhythm to the blend of the movement. And inside the door of her womb, she felt her inner organs and tissues, all her muscles and glands, felt them roll, squeeze, squeeze, and roll, and felt that every inch of her whole being stretched, reached, felt out, felt in, felt all around the shape of his penis. So magnified and so keen were her feelings that her inner nerves could even feel the bumps, the ridges, the pimples, the few stray hairs along the shaft of his male rod. Wow. Could you ever make sex sound worse? Her organs are rolling. Their arms are tied like knots.
I love the thing that sex writing does where they repeat words.
Yeah.
Where as if it's like some sort of like slam poetry that's
Yeah.
just like kind of having like squeeze, squeeze. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
What up?
Yeah. Also, the inside the door of her womb?
That's the weirdest thing to call a vagina I've ever heard in my fucking life.
But the womb's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the door of her womb. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was like inside the door of her, so like in her womb.
No,
but
I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure
the
that's what he's
vagina's
calling
the
the
door
vagina,
of
yes.
the... That's fucked, man.
Yeah.
Woody, you have killed my boner for next... Like, because of
As
this...
someone who's had an erection since I was 12, this is the first time I haven't had one.
I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the sole reason that I'm only going to have 8 erections today instead of 9.
That's 9 at night, 11 during the day.
8 today then, so 11. He killed 3. You fucking piece of shit. Also, there's a picture of brie at the top of this list, and it says distasteful, like a slice of brie. Brie's fucking delicious.
Yeah, if
don't
there's
you
one
dare
thing
compare this to
that
fucking
I
brie.
miss being lactose intolerant is fucking melted brie.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for listening. As we mentioned, this is episode 35. So if you've been with us since the start,
We love you.
fucking awesome. If you've just joined us,
We also love you.
also awesome.
I believe
if
actually-
you enjoy our podcast, give the gift of sharing us. Suggest us to your podcast listening friends. Also, if you haven't already, maybe subscribe and listen to us on iTunes, or what's the word I'm looking for? Rate, and review us on iTunes.
Clearly, Dane needs more medicine.
I've got another dose coming up. If you have a question, or if you just want
You know
to
what?
reach out,
Just
actually,
write-
should I stop
send-
giving our social media out? I feel like
just
we've done too
well,
much.
it's the opposite. People aren't finding the podcast via our social media. I don't think it's...
You can hit us up on Twitter at FCK_buddies. You can find us on Facebook at FCK Buddies Podcast. Please message us there. Anything, just anything that's not
Just
about
not
sex
porn or asking for
yeah.
free women.
Or you can email us at fbuddiespodcast@gmail.com if you have a question.
Thank you, Josh Eagle and the Harvard Cities. And I'll mention already, but like, thank you for Paper Stars.
It's a great song.
It's a good song.
Thanks.
Also, shout out to Kim, because I believe you started listening today.
Nice.
So maybe you're listening to last week's episode. Maybe you're listening to episode 1. Either way. Also, shout out to Alex, who just started listening, and is apparently going to give us a sealed question at some point in the future.
Oh, shit.
So Dan has...
Is he back?
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Dan is back, and the funny thing is, his latest tweet, I can only imagine, is a title for every other tweet. I imagine this is not his latest tweet. This is just the log line for his page. And Dan says, things not to say to a girl you like, which is basically everything else.
Yeah, there's just nothing on that
it's just-
page. It's just like, it's wild season,
me.
baby. Say whatever you want. My name is Sudacris.
My name is Lowiskin.
And we are Fuck Buddies. What did you call yourself?
Lowiskin.